Hello everyone. So in this video we will discuss that how we can merge two sorted arrays in Java. So usually in this problem we are given with two sorted arrays and both the arrays are sorted in ascending order, and our task is to merge these two arrays in such a way that the resultant array is also sorted. So let's go ahead and see that how we can merge two sorted arrays in Java. So before we start, in case if you are new to my channel, then please subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss any update. So here, let's suppose we are given with these two arrays, array 1 and array 2. And here if you see, both these arrays are sorted in ascending order. So array 1 has 4 elements, 2, 3, 5, 10, and they are sorted in ascending order. And same with array 2, having elements as 4, 6, 11 and 15. Now our task is to merge these two arrays in such a way that the resultant array is also sorted. So the idea behind this algorithm is we create a resultant array whose length is the length of array 1 plus the length of array 2. So in this case array 1 has length 4 and array 2 has length 4. So our resultant array will have length 8 because we need to merge all the elements of array 1 and array 2 into this result array. So in this algorithm, as both the arrays are sorted in ascending order, what we do is we simply compare the elements of array 1 with array 2, and whichever the element is smaller, we simply put it into the result array. So how do we perform this algorithm is, we take 3 pointers. One pointer will start from array 1, second pointer will start from array 2, and there will be third pointer which will start from our result array. So the 3 pointers we create is I, which will point to the 0th index of array 1, j, which will point to the 0th index of array 2, and k, which will point to the 0th index of result array. So here as both the arrays are sorted, we simply compare the element stored at the ith index of array 1 with the element stored at the jth index of array 2, and whichever of them is smaller, we simply put it into the kth index of result array. So here in first step, we compare 2 with 4 because I and j are pointing to an index having value as 2 and 4. So here we see 2 is less than 4. So therefore we simply update this value to kth index of the result array. So it would look something like this. 2 will come to this position. Now here as we have filled this value here, so we simply increment I by 1. And as we have filled this position, we also increment k by 1. So now we'll again compare the value at ith index with the value at jth index of both the arrays. So we'll compare now 3 with 4. So here you can see 3 is less than 4. So we simply update the value 3 into this position. And as we have used the value 3, we simply increment I by 1. And we have filled this position, so we increment k also by 1. So now we'll again perform this comparison. We compare 5 with 4. So now here you can see 4 is less than 5. So therefore we put this value 4 into this kth index. Because our task is to merge these two sorted arrays and the result array should also be sorted. So therefore we perform this check, and whichever is the minimum value, we simply put it into the result array. So now we have used the value stored at jth index, so we'll simply increment j by 1. And we have filled this value, so we'll increment k also by 1. So here you can see wherever we are finding any lowest value in array 1 or in array 2, we are simply incrementing that pointer. And why we are not incrementing the other pointer is because that value still needs to be filled inside this array. So now as we have incremented j by 1, we'll compare 5 and 6 because those values are referred by I and jth index. And here we know that 5 is less than 6. So we'll simply update 5 value at the kth index. And as we have used this value, we'll increment I by 1. We have occupied with this position, so we'll increment k also by 1. Now we'll compare 10 with 6. So here you can see 6 is smaller than 10. So 6 value will be updated here. And as we have used this value 6, we'll increment j by 1. And we have filled this position, so we'll also increment k by 1. Now we'll compare 10 with 11. So here you can see 10 is less than 11. So value 10 will be updated here. We'll increment I by 1. So here you can see, now as we are incrementing I by 1, I will be crossing the boundaries of array 1. So now there is no more element left in the array 1 to be compared with the elements in the array 2. It means all the elements of array 1 are filled into the result array, and we are only left with the elements of array 2 which are already sorted. So now our task is to simply put these values into its respective positions here, because we don't have to compare these values with any other value because these are already sorted in ascending order. So as we incremented I by 1, after filling the value 10 here, we'll increment k also by 1. And now we'll simply copy the remaining elements of array 2 into this result array using the jth pointer. So the first step, we'll simply copy 11 here. Then we'll increment j by 1, and we'll also increment k by 1. And we'll simply copy 15 into this kth index. We'll increment j by 1. So j has reached out of these boundaries now for array 2. And we'll also increment k by 1. So k has also reached to its end. So which signifies that both these array elements are now part of this result array. And as both the arrays were sorted in ascending order, you can see the result array is also sorted in ascending order. So here this is the idea of how we can merge two sorted arrays by simply using 3 pointers I, j and k. I will traverse array 1, j will traverse array 2 and k will traverse our result array. We will simply compare the values stored at ith and jth index of their respective arrays, and whichever the value is small, we'll simply update it into the result array at the kth index. And after we update these values, whichever value we took either from array 1 or from array 2, we'll simply increment that respective pointers. And as we are filling up the positions in the result array, we will also increment the kth pointer. So friends, this was all about the demonstration of how we can merge two sorted arrays and create a resultant array which is also sorted. In our next video, we will look into the animation of the actual algorithm which is involved in merging these two arrays. So friend, in case you have find this video informative, then please like, comment, share and subscribe my channel. Thanks, have a nice day.